Hello. This is the first video on how to relight the entire VW Polo 9 and interior. It'll be split into, I don't know how many, 5, 6 parts. Starting with this one, I'll be relighting the USB-C and USB-A PD adapter. It's just a cheap Chinese one. You can get them off of AliExpress or wherever you want. So how to open these? It's just two. You can see these kind of indents, these tabs, and you just kind of have to, get them out, and then this entire front part will just slide off. Just be careful not to pry on it too much, otherwise you might end up cracking the plastic and just kind of wiggle it out. And yep, you see, these diffusers might fall out. It's fine. So now you'll get two of these boards. One of them is USB-A, the other one is the USB-C. One. So in my case, it might differ depending on what vendor you buy from, etc. Each one of mine has one SMD LED. I don't remember the package name. I think it's 1206, and one 2x3x4 through hole LED. I'll show you under the microscope. Here you can see the SMD LED, and on the other side you have the through hole. The through hole is placed in a really shitty location. If you look how close to the cap it is, it's gonna be cancer to get it out, but whatever. And the USB-A one has two of the through holes and one SMD LED. What you'll need, just replacement LEDs. Get them on AliExpress. These are Shanson. I don't fucking know. It's just cheap Chinese LEDs. You can get like 100 of these for like $2, whatever. Same with these ones. Also, what you probably want to get is a hot air station and a soldering iron. The hot air station makes your life a lot easier with the SMD stuff, but you can't really do it without a soldering iron. At least it's kind of obvious. Some solder. I'm using 60/40 leaded solder. You probably want to get some soldering wick as well to just suck up some of the leftover original solder out. I'm just gonna heat up my soldering iron and my hot air station. Also, grabbing a pair of tweezers is really useful. You don't really need flux for this. There's not a lot of reflowing or any, super fine stuff. The package is fairly big, so it's easily grabbable, and you can desolder it without a microscope or anything. I just have really bad eyesight, so that's what I end up using. First things first. Oh yeah, also, kind of an obvious thing, but I probably should point that out. Get yourself a multimeter and just probe the diodes. Swap it into diode mode, and probe where the plus and minus is. There should be a kind of a small dot or whatever with the SMD LED. Yeah, where the minus is, but it's cheap Chinese shit. You never know. So I'm just gonna wait for my hot air station to heat up and just desolder both of the red LEDs. I'm doing mine in blue because I have a blue car. I'll put the picture up somewhere along the video. You want to heat up the PCB around the part that you're desoldering as well, so that you don't induce any stress and potential cracking due to different thermal expansions. So you just want to kind of lightly heat it up around, and then you can start focusing in on the piece that you're trying to desolder. Just keep it moving. I don't really care if I burn out these LEDs, because I'm throwing them out anyways. But if you plan on keeping them, you probably want to add either flux or a tiny bit of some lower melt point solder. Otherwise, who gives a shit? So now I'll desolder the other one as well. Oh, also, generally, what oh yeah, right. I didn't even realize before I desoldered this one. This one actually has the plus silk screened on it on the PCB. If you can see it, if I focus it, so that's good. I don't know if the other one has it. Nope. So now just get your new LEDs. Tiny little arrow over on these diodes, on the new ones that I bought. That just shows you, because diode only lets current flow through one direction, obviously. So I think I'll do this one first. Yeah, you have to be kind of careful as well if you're going to be doing hot air rework. And that's not exclusive to this. Make sure to just not knock off any of the other... Okay, I'm not... Okay, now you can see it. Just don't knock off any other components. It's kind of tricky and annoying because the PCB isn't flat on the other side, and it's kind of it really wants to wiggle around. Right, I used way too much solder there, but it's gonna hold it. It's fine. And I pushed that out of here. Okay. Okay, that's shit. Oh my days. I can't get this one to fucking see it properly. I swear I'm stupid. Okay, one more try. I can't grab these tiny, tiny SMDs without digging my tweezers under. Aha, finally. Oh, fuck, halt. Yeah. That's exactly why I don't want to... seems like it's gonna be fine, I think. Uh, let's see. Let me just grab my multimeter. And is this exposed? No, it's not. Okay. I was just checking if this pad was exposed so that I could probe on off from it, but yeah, you can see I'm not touching the LED itself. I'm touching the pad, and it's fine. I'm just gonna dab a tiny bit of solder on it, just in case. Yeah, that's good. I might have to add some of the low-met solder. I have to take this out of the microscope view. Yep, okay. You can see one's pretty much out. Two. Yeah, preferably use a thicker tip than I am, because of the thermal mass of some of these ground planes. It, you know, might not be ideal. And also probably get some helping hands, because this is really, really annoying. Yeah, and here you can see what sometimes happens with the pump. It just flakes solder all around. You can just... And we're good. Okay, let's see if I can pull it out. Oh, still stuck. Okay, oh, there it is. I can't really be bothered with... One off. And once it hardens, you can see it's about the same quality as it was before. So pretty shit, if you ask me, but yeah, it's good enough. I'm not selling this to anyone, so okay, yeah, this is way better. Now just a dab of solder on the other pad. Okay, all good. So that's good. That's it. I'm just gonna do one final clean to get rid of any leftover flux. You know, this is way too small soldering for my big fat fucking sausage fingers. This is way more suited for someone way, you know, tinier. Okay, now let's go back to reassembly.